Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shatteredcast.
A to B.
Shatteredcast Uncut? Is that you? Shatteredcast
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shatteredcast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and shut the fuck up, Chip.
Whoever invented die-cast ball joint should burn in hell. Anyway, good evening, dear listeners. Welcome to Shatteredcast Uncut, episode 372. That's right, we're 372 years old. I don't know what the fuck that means, but we definitely were first in line to get our vaccine. I'm your temporary substitute teacher host, Business Robert Detal. Robert breaks his toys and tells everybody because he's not ashamed of it. That's my new nickname. We're here with the Tenacious 2. In addition to me. Tenacious 2. We've got the one and only king of the pregnant pause, Greg for Mercy.
Hey.
He doesn't disappoint. And the man, the master of the pile of loot. If he does business with you, he will get his returns in your cost of storage fees.
Goddamn right.
Justin T2RX6.
You know, I was looking at my my pile of loot, and I was like, this is a pretty big pile. I should probably ship this thing. So officially, I've shipped it today. So by next show, I'll have things to talk about. So.
Oh man. People like see that you're a customer and they automatically should just close your account.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 separate orders are in here. Oh my god. This better not ship with the receipt. There's $699.89 worth of toys in here. And only one of them is over $100. So, well.
They should do like you remember the 99 bottle song? They should instead do it like about you shipping. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. 99 items in your pile of loot. 99 items in your pile.
You know, I totally understand why BBTS is like, yeah, 30 days to ship this. Like, you know, go ahead and get this to your house now. Because Brandon at the Chosen Prime does not do that. And poor Brandon, like, I can't imagine. His house is probably, you know, I assume he has a different place than his house, but I imagine if it was at his house, it's pretty awful looking in his house. All the stuff that I have sitting there.
You heard it. You heard it here. Justin thinks Brandon's house looks awful.
No, awful because of all my boxes. So.
Oh my God! Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, someone's at the door. So.
Can someone answer the door?
And this is how Robert runs his house.
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna hit mute. Yeah, there's 3 other people in this house. The doorbell's ringing throughout the whole house. Mm-hmm. The pizza guy has instructions to leave the food at the door in a contactless delivery. Mm-hmm. He is still ringing the door incessantly.
You know,
and now
we don't do too many deliveries, but I hate when you're like special notes. I'm like, leave on the step and hit the doorbell, and then like someone comes and you hit the doorbell. You're like, great, you open the door, and they're like, here's your food. I'm like, okay, that was not the instructions. So.
Those were not the instructions.
Yeah.
Speaking of instructions, did anybody get anything? Greg for Mercy.
Got
a pregnant pause.
I did. I'm in shape to be doing the show tonight. I got a second constructor.
You have to take like a pregnancy pause test?
Yes.
Is this pause pregnant? And it's just a timer? And if it dings, you're pregnant? So you got a second? Sorry to interrupt you. It's not my thing. I'm very unusual for me. You got a second constructor, huh?
Yeah. So that was fun. And I got some Star Wars. I got the Heavy Mandalorian and another Return of the Jedi Luke figure arts.
Is the Heavy Mandalorian just like a cosplayer? Is that why they call him the Heavy Mandalorian?
I don't know, but it's a fun one. And I got the new Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
And I got Sea Spray. What's his name?
Knowing you, just to be different, you got the X-Transbot Sea Spray because it's better. No?
Oh, I got the Fans Toys one.
You're so fancy. Well, who's your QC?
Shit, I don't know. 33? It was fine.
Thoughts and prayers.
I think that's about it.
What do you think about that spin drift?
It's all right.
Did he? Because listen, you don't have the best of luck with Fans Toys purchases.
Yeah, it's fine.
No issues.
Those metal ball joint things on his bottom of his feet are kind of obnoxious, but. Did your flap pop off too?
The foot flap? Did it pop off the ball joint?
Oh yeah.
And then are your ball joints really loose at the same time? Like they're ball pegs, I guess. They flop around.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's completely like jarring when you get to that part.
Are you playing Sudoku?
What?
You sound like you're playing Sudoku or something. Like you're doing something else.
Yeah. I know. I'm thinking about encountering the foot things for the first time. I'm trying to give you a more accurate description.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Yeah.
It's really thin plastic, and then you've got these loose die-cast ball joints, on hinges. It's really, I don't know. I'm not a designer, but I'm not a fan. I guess ball joints are cool because you expect less breakage because of it, But not a fan. So, do you have the X-Transbots?
Yeah, I've had it.
I've never had it, never played with it. How do they hold? How do they go head to head?
I like the Fans Toys one a lot more than I thought I would.
Shocked and awed.
I don't know.
Come on,
yeah,
you can like a
Huh?
You can like a Fans Toys. It's okay.
Yeah, I like the Fans Toys one. It's fine. It's different than I thought it was going to be. So.
What do you mean?
Just the size. Like, it's good. It's good. I was worried the size was going to be weird, but
Now, did you have the Spindrift 1.0 at one point?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely had that.
You think this is an improvement?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You should do reviews again. I still want you to do reviews.
I should do what?
Reviews.
Oh.
Just for the views. You can compete with all the 5,000 reviewers out there. This is how you get subs. You and Oscar starts doing the Big Dumb Toy review again, and the two of you just fake a feud. Let's see. Get those subs. So.
All that.
I heard. Justin, you were on a recent YouTubers, a famous YouTuber. You did around 30 minutes, or 30 minutes or less.
Correct, yeah.
Wow. And I heard you were shady.
I didn't think
What
so.
was the situation there?
I just answer his questions. So, no, I don't know. I don't know. I was having fun with Matt, but
What question did he pose to you?
I can't remember. Something about things that we have on the show and what we like and don't like, and I made a joke. I'm like, yep, that's why Matt's gone. So.
Oh shit!
It was not true. We love Matt. So.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We do love Matt. What'd you get this week, Justin?
So I got the Clear Phoenix, which my kids absolutely love messing around with those ratchet joints on him. I mean,
oh, great.
I don't know, how long they're gonna hold up, but so far so good. The 2-year-old, she really loves it. So, it's been going well. Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get that Phoenix from?
This crappy New York lawyer guy, he sent it to me. So. No, I'm just kidding. I got Phoenix, but he's not really mine. He's Robert's, and he was broken, and he was fixed in all of, I would say, 10 minutes. Budell was looking at me, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm fixing Robert's Phoenix. She's like, the one you just got in the box? I'm like, yes. She's like, did you fix it already? I was like, yes. And she's like, would Robert have been able to fix it? I'm like, probably yes.
No. You had to, take the leg apart by half, and there were joints in there and stuff, and there's ratchets, and I don't know if there's a spring in there. I'm not good. The shit would go flying, and I would probably break. I was so worried once I realized that I couldn't just get that part replaced by undoing the bottom. I was like, okay, I might break something else trying to fix the simple thing, or at least stress it. I know I'm going to do something wrong. I was like, this is above my pay grade. That's how low my pay grade is.
Everything was super easy to do. I have confidence in you, Robert. I think you could have done it. So, but you didn't. You sent it to me, and that's fine too, I suppose. So he is fixed. He is not on his way back because I have still been a little bit lazy about it.
There's no rush.
But he will be on his way back sometime soon. So.
I'm afraid to get him back, honestly. I feel like I'm gonna fucking break him again. I feel like I'm gonna hey, Justin. Yep.
He's broken again. So
the other fucking leg.
Well, if that does happen, I will take care of it. So I mean, it's pretty easy fix. So
I'm not even trying to transform this thing. I'm just trying to. Oh! Listen, I forgot. Did I tell you on his backpack there's a flap that's supposed to flip out? I can't get it out.
No, I vaguely remember you telling me that. I'll figure that one out for you real quick too.
Thank you.
I'm very well versed on his backpack. I've taken mine apart a couple times, so I'll take a look at it.
This is broken for many people actually on the Clear Phoenix because they can't get the flap out of the backpack into his back. All I want to do is transform this Clear gentleman from box mode to robot mode and stand him up, have him look pretty. I never intend on transforming him into a jet, And I can't do it. I feel like such a fucking failure.
Well, I'll definitely help you.
Oh my god! Thank you.
I'll get it fixed. So I forgot you did mention that, but I totally forgot about that. So I got that. What else did I get? The only other thing that I got was what was it? What's the line that? Kingdom. Yeah, I'm like, God, I know the line, but I can't think of it. So I got the Kingdom Optimus Primal, and he's fine. I like him in robot mode more than I like him in monkey mode. In monkey mode, I just don't really care for the way his rear legs work. But it's fine. He's nice. Robert sent him to me. He's like, I really like this. I'm like, you like this? So
I was in Target and I saw him on the shelf. I was like, well, that doesn't look terrible. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. So there's I give it a hard time. I definitely, like I said, the rear legs are the thing that I hate the most about the monkey or the ape, the gorilla mode. But they did his head sculpt is really nice looking. I think they did that really well. The head sculpt on the ape is really good looking. There's a lot of good looking things that they've done here. So it's nice, but I do feel like the legs were a little bit phoned in. So, and I don't necessarily understand, but it's fine. It's not for me to
I think
understand.
they could have done more for the arm articulation. They gave him like butterfly joints, but his arms don't go up much on the sides.
Yeah, that was surprising too. So, and that's kind of a result of the shoulder pads, the way they kind of clip in, right? Like they kind of block some things.
Yeah.
So. But I mean, he looks good. If you like Primal, he looks good. He's not gonna be replacing your MP Primal at all, but he looks fine. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I think people collecting these Kingdom figures, they're not being shortchanged, or I don't think they should be disappointed because.
No, I don't think so either. I think he does look pretty good for the cost. So.
Like for a retail release, this thing is not bad. If you're shopping at Target and you pick this thing up, I'd be proud to own this if I was collecting like this line, you know. And I wonder what the rest of them are like. They don't look terrible. If this is a sign of what the other ones are like, I think collectors have cause to enjoy this moment in time where I don't think they have reason to feel like they're being shortchanged and taken advantage of. You know, I mean, think about even Titans Return stuff or Powder Primes. Like some of that stuff is kind of crappy. You know, this is a different level.
It is. It definitely is. You know, it's a nice line. This, you know, there's a love to a lot of these characters that I think is being legitimately made. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Now he's a sloth on his crotch. I never noticed that.
And you know, I mean, we're gonna get to it later, but like, you know, someone here is making the decisions that like, yeah, you get all the Maximals, you know, things like that. Like the core Maximals have a presence in these lines, and like that's cool, you know. Like it's not like what was it, Thrilling 30? We got Rhinox, and then we got nothing else to go with them. You know, it's like weird. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder though. I remember when I was collecting, when I got into like Transformers Prime, and that's when I was hunting. That's when I go out and hunt. I wanted Viacons, and I always wanted to see what else was on the shelves. And I remember that was when I first started feeling duped. I remember I saw Rumble or Frenzy. I don't know which one. I think it was Frenzy. I forget which one. You know, it was like a baby blue sports car, and it's Decepticon. I'm not sure if it was Rumble or Frenzy.
It was Rumble.
It was Rumble.
I think. Yeah.
Rumble. I was like, holy shit, Rumble's gonna be in the show.
Yeah.
And then what else? Was it the last season when they had like the dragons? And I was like, holy crap, I can't wait to see all these like dragons. Nothing. It was just like two of them. That's I guess with Beast Wars you had that a lot, but it was kind of cool though because the Beast Wars stuff was pretty interesting. I always find that I always see something really new and interesting, and I saw like so much variety with the Beast Wars toys, even though most of them never made the show.
Yeah. But
this is cool. I mean, it makes you wonder how many of these characters are actually going to be in the next season. I wonder. I mean, they look like, can you see the molds, you know, put into CGI? Yeah. But how are they going to work that into the story?
Yeah.
I mean, is it really just going to be the Ark or whatever it is? What ship are they on? Yes, the Ark crashing into Earth, and then they're just going to Beast Wars. Where's Galvatron come into play? Are they just mashing up all the storylines? There aren't that many episodes.
Nope. It's only like, what, it was like, how many episodes are there? Like 6? Is that right? 8? Something like that. Hardly any.
Just enough for like a rescue attempt, and then the season ends. Rescue attempt, Optimus Prime does something stupid, something bad happens to something in the sky, season's over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anybody want to ask me a question?
What did you get this week, Robert?
Oh, thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
I got a Spindrift 2.0 and a Spindrift 2.0 because I had ordered 2 initially.
Of course you did.
And then I forgot that I had ordered 2. And I in my panic, I ordered 1. So now I have 3. Oh, and that was with me ignoring the availability notification from BBTS. I was like, do I really want 5? I'm like, no. I'm good with 3. Oh, God. Oh, I just wanted 2. Now I got 3, but I'm good with that, I guess. What else am I going to say? And I finally got the Kang Toys Dive Bomb in, and I haven't really had a chance to play with him much either.
Did you open it?
I just opened it and looked at him, and I closed it again. He's in Brooklyn. Yeah,
I got that.
Mm-hmm.
I got that too. I must have missed something, but I got that too. He's fucking huge.
He is big.
Huge.
Do you have the other ones?
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, man, we're not going to be disappointed in this set. Jinx. Can I ask you a question, though, Greg? What's this? What are the rumors? What's the rumor mill? Who Kang Toys really is?
Mm.
I don't know. You don't know?
Just some guys doing some things. Why is there some new rumor?
I don't know. I might have been confused because Bobby's got a new thing he's doing on his Patreon where, like, if somebody lends him a toy and it's like a hot topic, he gives them like around 5 minutes, like, to do something like an extra thing where they like post their thoughts. And a guy had sent him the Kang Toys Dive Bomb and the XTB Venusaur, the trailer, whatever it was. I didn't listen to it, but I listened to like the first minute, and it sounded like he was claiming that Keith was behind Kang's Toys, but I wouldn't buy that. He wasn't saying that. It seemed to be inferred, so it was kind of weird to me. I don't see Keith behind Kang Toys.
Oh, I don't know.
Mm-mm. Oh well. And what else did I get? I got the COVID shot. I felt like shit recently because of it. And that's it. That's all that I got. Kang Toys and 3 spin jets. I got a shipment notification today that I'm very excited about, involving a certain cycloptic robot. A little one.
You've got that one. You've got that one coming?
Yep. Listen, with some of these guys, I got to get both. I'm so excited. I love the characters, right? They're so little anyway. You know, like Megatron. I wanted the NEWAGE. I wanted the Magic Square. How can I, like, let one go? How can I not experience what NEWAGE is going to do with their Megatron? A leg upgrade, too. You know, how can I not get the Magic Square? Same thing with Prime. If NEWAGE does it, when they release their Prime, I'm going to get it. Like Shockwave, I'm going to get it. Like Soundwave, I want both. You know, it's not going to kill the real estate. They're legends, you know, but just playing with each of them, enjoying them, and checking them out, comparing them. They each have pros and cons, you know, so I got that pre-order in on the Shockwave, the NEWAGE. That's going to be interesting to see, I think. I hope they both don't fucking suck. I have a bad feeling that the Magic Square is going to kind of be crappy. And I have a bad feeling that for some reason the NEWAGE might not be so good either, and I'm worried.
Yeah, I just couldn't pull the trigger on that.
You know,
I did order one of those Megatrons, though.
NEWAGE?
Mm-hmm.
But,
no, the Magic Square.
Justin's the only one with the bad luck on that one, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. I hate that
one. He really does. Oh God, you must have had a bum copy. You know who else really disliked it? He didn't dislike the figure, but his own unit, Chuck C. He got a Magic Square Megatron that had like shiny marks on the chest, and it took months to get a replacement part. Months. But like apparently, and like he told me about it. He's like, Inferno has the shiny stuff on his leg, and I look and mine had it. I'm like, what the fuck? It's weird. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shall we do some news? Shall we do third-party news? NEWAGE Shockwave variants. Now this is a shocker.
Yeah, who saw these ones coming?
Yeah, I can't believe it. I'm so shocked. NEWAGE is doing variants.
Yeah. Makes me wonder which one I want. I kind of like the metallic purple one. I think I might have to cancel my original one and go with that metallic purple because I think it looks pretty badass.
It's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't. I hate the fact that I got a pre-order in on the I guess the more blue purple one, and then like a day after the pre-order is up, they released this shiny purple.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty badass.
Well,
that's gonna look nice.
To cancel my pre-order on the one and get the other one if I can, because it's the shiny one just looks better. So
That's got shelf presence, you know.
No, still not up, so I can't pre-order that one yet, but I will. So
now, what about the gray one though?
The gray one I think is neat because, like, you know, there was that Radio Shack Shockwave, and I know there's a lot of people who are very fond of that figure. So having that as an option, I think, is cool. I'm not in on it, but I know there are people who are very fond of quote-unquote Shockwave. So, yeah, I think it's cool. I'm glad they did it.
No, they're totally going to do a clear one.
Of course they will.
What else are they going to do? Is there a shattered glass Shockwave?
Probably.
They could be one now. They could do a gold one.
Yeah, don't tempt me. It's like the thing, like Matt does clear. I gotta get the gold ones, even though if they're not in the episode. I'm like, I need it.
Apparently, a shattered glass Shockwave is like red and blue. Apparently, there's customs of it. I don't know if it's like an official thing. Let's see. Maybe he was in the comics somewhere. Actually, then I see shattered glass. He's like yellow and gray. So I don't know. Maybe the red and blue is a friend one. So whatever. I don't know if it's Greg or Robert, but somebody sounds like you're sitting next to an ice machine.
Oh, that's me. I got a washing machine running. I have a washing machine running. Here, can you hold on 1 second while it drains? I just need a minute to drain something else, if you don't mind. Hold on.
Yeah, so Robert's next to the washing machine. So,
well, he said he's draining something.
What do you think, Greg? Are you in on any of these ones? Like, do you like any of them or what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to get the regular one.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I kind of had a talk with myself the other day about Legends and just about like the kind of outlying stuff for me, and I decided that, you know, I don't have to get like everyone, even if I pass up, like it might be good for me to pass up like a quote unquote major character just to, you know, kind of remind myself I don't need all of them.
Right.
So
yeah,
I don't know. I got their Straxus coming, the Megatron or Galvatron whatever. So
you have to let me know what you think about that, because I think he looks cool. I don't know if I think he's like $75 cool when I don't have any real draw to the character. But like I love the head sculpt. I love the oh, look at that. I just got a notification that there's a quote unquote EX version of Starscream where he's all, you know, more metallic colors and more things going on. Yeah, of course.
That's the G1, isn't that the G1?
Yeah, like G1 toy
sticker.
Look, yeah. So of course that's coming. But yeah, so that Straxus, I think he does look cool. I'm not in on it personally, but I think he's pretty badass looking. So
what figure?
I think he's I mean, yeah, I think he's cool enough looking, and I like the character, like what little bit, you know, there is. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of there just being this like kind of short-lived, like minute, small character that, in the grand scheme of things, ends up being a favorite. But
yeah, no, I hear you.
I figured a little version would be just enough, but then like you said, the price of the little one, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? I don't know.
What figure?
The NEWAGE Straxus, the remold of Galvatron. When I saw him, I was like, oh, he's just like his alt mode. He's not even really a remold of Galvatron, right? Like, and like, you know, I looked at him and I was like, oh, he's just he's the same alt mode as Galvatron. I'm like, that's kind of dumb. And then I like looked in G1. I'm like, oh, he is just the same alt mode as Galvatron. I'm like, okay. So that made it at least a little better. So, well, let's move on. What do we got next? We got DNA upgrade for Earthrise Scorponok. I'm sure everybody's excited about this one, right?
Feet parts and leg extension. Make him higher, make him taller.
Yeah.
It's good that it makes him the same height as Fort Max, so I don't think that's a problem. God damn your washing machine, Robert.
What am I gonna do? Consider it like ambiance. Bubbling ambiance to represent our bubbly energy. How does this work? How do they just extend the legs? I mean, what are they adding? What is it? Between the knee and the hip? Is that the new piece?
Yeah, it's just like a elongated thigh piece.
I hope the colors match a little bit better in that, but I mean, I'm fine with it overall, right? Like, I think it does what it needs to.
My washing machine is being so noisy. So he transforms with it as well?
I would assume so.
That's pretty cool. That's weird. So why didn't Hasbro just do that in the first place? Doesn't that make you wonder? My washing machine has thoughts about that. I don't get it. So it's not that big of a deal. How much is the upgrade kit?
$30, $40.
Yeah.
Well,
I actually think it makes the alt mode look better too, from what I can see. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a win-win. Good job. Good job, DNA.
So what are we up to in upgrade kits now?
If it's $30, for an upgrade kit, that means they're charging their distributor $10, which means it costs them $3 to make it, right?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know why Hasbro couldn't have just gone with the sizing from the beginning. I guess, do some people picture Scorponok as being shorter than Fort Max?
I always thought it was like same size, based on them being on the same show, but yeah, it's just me.
Yeah, I don't know if... Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that was.
Either of you guys have the Scorponok?
I do.
No.
And are you gonna get this?
Maybe. I don't have the Fort Max, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Right. Justin has 2 Fort Maxes.
No, I
He
only
does.
Didn't you get the Hasbro and then you got the Takara?
No, I just got the Takara, and I had kind of warned everyone that I would not bother buying the Takara because like it's a lot of money to import it, and you know it really doesn't do much except the Headmaster's theme. So, meh. That's what I feel about it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what's not in our news?
What's that?
You know what's not in our news?
What's that?
RoboSen.
No, it's in our news.
Where?
It's in the Hasbro panel at the end.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
All right, so official news:
Yay.
MP Skids and Reboost.
So there's also an in-hand picture of Skids, but I just picked this one because I don't remember having ever talked about Reboost before. I think this mold looks good overall. I have no real problems with the Skids. Once again, if I'm going to pick out an issue with Skids, I'm going to say that I feel like Takara doesn't really feel like they know what they want to do with MP. Because instead of being like that like hyper cartoon looking figure, we're back to having like the original MP where, you know, you got that realistic car that turns into a not very toon looking bot, you know?
Well, it's it's most likely this was probably just a design they had, and then when Honda, it's like the anniversary of the Honda Turbo or whatever, and I guess they approached him about it, so they pulled out the skids and brushed it up and put it out. That's why it just popped up out of nowhere.
Well, I'm okay with that. I definitely am okay
I'm
with
thinking, and that's why it conforms to the older price point.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting
because it
theory,
doesn't have it doesn't have the same amount of parts.
Yeah, I can see that.
This looks like it was designed around the same time as the Datsuns.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still good,
Mm-hmm.
but it like Justin was saying, it's that aesthetic, and you could there's something just about its overall structure, just reminiscent of that MP10 era. Just look at the arms. Look at how everything is just laid out. It just looks like that.
I agree.
You know, I don't hate it, but
yeah, I don't hate it. I don't. So for me, like I want to check out this mold. I do want to check it out. Like I like checking out all the Hasbro stuff, especially MP. You know, G1 MP. But I don't like. I just don't feel like I'm replacing my X-Transbot skids. Like I have nothing wrong with him. I have no reason to get rid of him. So I did go with the Reboost. I think I'm gonna try him out, and we'll see how I feel. So
interesting.
Yeah, Reboost has an interesting looking color scheme, and like I don't know, I like his little prime looking head and stuff. So we'll try him. We'll see what happens.
What's he from?
I don't know, probably Diaclone or E-Hobby or whatever. So I feel like every time I think I know where it's from, like, oh, that's the Diaclone. Someone's like, no, that's the E-Hobby. I'm like, okay. That's the E-Hobby. Like, no, that's the Diaclone. Like, oh, God, who cares? Like, it's not regular Transformers. That's what it is, you know? So.
Crosscut. Is that his name? What's the gray one?
That's the E-Hobby one. I know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
X-Transbots had one. Is the same Crosscut?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember the Generations or whatever one that was out.
Oh yeah, that one too, with the missiles on the shoulders or whatever. Yeah.
There's another version of this mold?
No, this was, I don't know, like Thrilling 30, Hunt for the Decepticons when they made the skids. So.
And it was when they first started putting the comics in the packages. Yes.
Well, I'm definitely getting the skids.
I don't like Skids' face for some reason. It's the one thing that throws me off about this. There's something about his head and face that, to me, looks a little weird. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, it is reminiscent of, just the Datsun era. So you're going to get that stuff, Their faces weren't perfect. They're not bad, though. Yeah, there's something about his expression. He's like biting his lower lip. He's like, All right. What's that? What else is in there? Shockwave Hallmark Ornament. People were losing their minds over this.
Really?
It's a Christmas ornament. Yay. Looks very G1. Not a Transformer, though. It doesn't transform, right?
No. So what's next?
And either of you collect these ornaments?
No.
So I was for a while, and then I just kind of fell off. I think it was... I don't know. I can't remember the order. Let me see. G1 Hallmark ornaments. Let me see which ones came out. G1 Transformers. Okay, because G1 Hallmark ornaments apparently shows a bunch of very old things. I think it was either Soundwave or Bumblebee, one of the two. Like I missed out on, and then I was like, okay, I'm good. So, I think it was Bumblebee. And then after that, they did Jazz. I'm like, I should get Jazz. I'm like, I just don't care. So yeah, I stopped collecting them after that, and like, yeah, it's fine.
Do you the ones that you do have? Do you put them on the tree?
Occasionally. So. Yeah. I mean, they look nice. You know, they're fun. You know, the thing that I think would have made them an extra little thing is like they are essentially G1 Transformers. Like, come on, you could have made Optimus Prime turn into a little tiny truck. Like, come on.
Yeah, but then you have the hands, right?
I guess so.
You have the parts forming stuff.
I guess so.
You know. All right. Well, anyway, Hasbro Panel. So this is what they're doing in lieu of the fan. What do they call it? Fan service? What are they calling it?
Fan Fest.
Fan Fest.
Right.
You know, because they didn't do any big shows, right? So this is the big show.
I don't know. Hi, Cruncher.
So that's when they released the Arc, right? Pre-orders went up, sold out. People were losing their minds about this Arc. Yeah. Either of you guys get it?
I did.
I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it. I saw it and I was like, we've never got like an official version of the Arc, and I think that is pretty cool. I was okay with that. I thought the face was stupid looking when I first saw it. I was like, no. But then I saw that it was the Autobot logo. I'm like, okay, I kind of have to like it, right? So.
Wait, what?
His face. It's the Autobot logo.
I thought Proud's face was the Autobot logo.
Nope.
Yeah, it's kind of the Autobot logo. The eyebrows and the forehead, right?
Yep.
This is cool. It's not that big, the alt mode, huh?
It looks pretty big to me.
I'm just looking at the picture of the bearded guy.
If you look at the smaller picture, it does not look that big. But then when you see the guy holding it, you're like, it's pretty
right.
big. So,
I wonder if it
I
has
think
a
I think it's
stand,
kind of
you
cool.
know?
You get the little Optimus Prime figure, and then you get a little like Teletran computer that transforms too. So I don't know. I think it's cool.
Is there lore about this? I heard somebody go, the last Autobot or something.
Yes.
What is that?
Supposedly the Arc is quote unquote the last Autobot. They've played that up before. Like Animated had it was like Omega Supreme was the Arc, who's quote unquote the last Autobot. So yeah, there is some kind of lore to it. It's not like G1 cartoon lore, but it is, I guess comic. Is that right, Greg?
Yeah, well, in the comic, it was like literally like the last like line of defense. Like something I can't remember. But it was in a Cybertron, and it like folded itself in half, and was a jet.
Yeah, it turns into like a very Jetfire looking jet. I'm looking at the wiki right now.
But this was way after the Arc.
Mm-hmm.
This was like the tail end of the comic.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm down for the Arc. The thing I dislike most about the Arc is when it's in Arc mode, how like the back, for lack of better terms, the back quarter panel where you can see his legs fold out is just like a big hollow open. But I mean, like that's the type of thing that you get like the DNA upgrade kit for. That's gonna fill that in or something like that, and then you can pop them off and they'll stick on his back or something like that. Like I don't give a shit. So someone will fix that big gap that's obnoxious, and I think I'll have no problems with it. And I just think it's personally cool to have a copy of the Arc in one way or another. So, yeah, I'm interested.
There's no flight stand, right?
Probably not. So,
just make a good old-fashioned volcano with some newspaper or clay.
I kind of wonder what that would look like. I think that'd be pretty cool. So.
You could totally do that. Get some paper mache going on, Robert.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What else is in this list?
There's
a
Trax coming. I think that's cool. The Trax looks pretty good in his alt mode, and you know, his robot mode looks fine for a Generations type toy, or a whatever it is, Earthrise type toy. So I'm okay with it.
I wonder if they would have.
I heard that they referred to it in the panel or the whatever as a mini masterpiece.
Come on.
Well, I mean, in fairness, if you're comparing it to the Trax masterpiece, you know, maybe, because that's the one everybody has problems with, right? So.
Did you have a problem with yours?
No, mine was fine. I mean, like, I didn't really care, you know. I know a lot of people didn't like his little, like, hollow, you could kind of look through him. But I didn't have any problems with mine, so.
Yeah.
It's fine. But, I mean, a lot of people do think, I do believe people feel he's
Oh,
the
yeah, I
weakest
know
of the
people
MPs,
do.
right? So.
Yo, yeah. No, I wasn't even trying to, I just thought about, I remember you got yours soon after I got mine. And I was just kind of asking.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Well,
so
I will
funny
get a
how far-
Trax. I'm happy with
How
the
far?
Trax.
How far they've come, just with ankle rockers, and you know, I mean, they really turned a corner. I mean, this is a good figure. It's a good figure for the line. How can you really hate it? I think the one criticism I have is just, it's funny. He just always has a problem with his backpack, and here, it's like with the windshield, it something about it again feels like separate from him rather than more of a part of his bot mode. Like that was an issue with the MP one, but at least it was like, I don't know. This one looks even more so floating behind him.
Yeah, I can see that. But I think at the price point, I'm okay with it. So.
Yeah, I know. You can. The alt mode looks sick.
Yeah.
A nice looking alt mode. Like you got painted rims. Look at that. All right, what else are we looking at here? What else?
So then they made a Rhinox, which it took me a lot of, you know, looking at the two. I'm like, this looks like the Thrilling 30 one that they made, but there's legitimate differences on this guy. Like the shoulders, you can tell are different. I love how they're like, he's got an articulated jaw. I'm like, so did your previous? Okay. So, yeah, but he's fine. He's got the big old hollow rhino legs in the back, and the back of the robot mode is where they've stuck all the hollows on the bot. So, there you go. But he looks good, and I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad that someone cares enough about Transformers that, like, so we've got Primal, we've got Keydor, we've got Dinobot, right? We did get a Dinobot in one of these lines, I think.
Yeah.
We got Rat Trap, and we've got Rhinox. So, like, you've got the core Maximals. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
That is pretty cool. I mean the elbows look good on him.
Yeah.
Not bad. And you can store his weapon. Not bad.
And frankly, honestly, at this point, if you still have one of the Thrilling 31s, he is just not holding up very well anymore. So I suspect that it's time for a replacement if you are looking to collect a set of Beast Wars characters. So
what I think is garbage are these stupid skeletons, the Dinobot, the dinosaur skeletons. I hate it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. Like, maybe it's not for me to understand. So.
Well, they have a official combined mode.
Ah! I hope
that's coming up. That should be coming up.
I hope the whole last season there are none of these figures. All you do have are these stupid skeletons running around on the earth.
It should be in this panel.
Is this a new Soundwave?
Yeah, what is this Soundwave?
I'm getting there.
Like, I thought when I saw it, it looked like I thought.
Oh,
it's Is it like that little Legends?
It's like a Legends class.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm gonna say because he looks a little stumpy and small, but he looks pretty good overall.
I think he looks really good overall, except it's just something going wrong with the feet. They're so squished up there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I can forgive everything else, but just right there, you kind of cut them short.
And it's interesting that, like, so this guy on picture 151 shows him, like, transformed into the cassette deck mode, and he leaves the feet upwards, which then creates crazy hollows on the side of the robot, but if you flip them down, there's no way to flip the toe in. It's like they should have, if they had one extra point of articulation where the toe would flip in, like your cassette deck mode would look so much better.
Yeah.
Like why did you just pick that to be the one last thing to kind of phone in, you know?
Like he doesn't have to have freaking rolling wheels. Yeah. I guess it's because the cassette deck or the actual cassette port, whatever you call it, works. Like no, we gave them that. Fuck the toe hinges. It just would that transforming joint would also be a toe hinge, so they really missed that.
Yep.
And there's a Megatron too.
Yeah, there is. Did they show what Megatron turns into? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but he doesn't look right.
Yeah, probably like some kind of tank or something.
It's got to be a tank. He's got a lot of black on him. Weird.
Well, one of the in the panel description that's in the TFW article, one of the points, actually the last point under the Soundwave, was $10. Why not pick it up? So I don't know if that was like a quote from something they said. It's like, it's only $10. Come on, guys.
Just like bad pizza.
Mm-hmm.
$10. $10. Why not? Okay, I can't have bad pizza. What else? What else do we want to talk about on this panel? Is that the combined mode? What's in that box? Is that the combined skeleton? No, it's just another skeleton, right?
There's a flying one.
The red and black and
which I don't know what's up with these images because I was skipping forward to some of them, and seemed like there was like a weird break.
People are losing their mind over shattered glass blur.
Yeah.
Love it. Loving it. You guys getting that?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Greg, you getting it?
No, but one of us will get the inevitable Legends class repaint of it.
Which one?
Or repaint version, rather.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like, I don't know. Like a couple of years down the line. Like, oh, this reminds me of that Shatter Glass bar.
And then the big boy.
I guess I get the repaint.
The big boy in this was this RoboSen Optimus Prime self-converting robot. Yours for only $699.
So how do you guys feel about this? Like, Robert, you think this is cool, right?
Look, what got me is the fact that I've always wanted this. I've always wanted it, so I'm wearing rose-colored glasses. I think the feet look silly, but I understand functionally this is where the technology is, you know? I think he looks stupid when he's walking. I think he looks stupid when he's turning. I love when he's standing there breathing, you know? And I think some of the posing is really cool. I think I wasn't going to get it at first because of the flap behind his head. I really didn't like it, and I thought they were scamming us because in some of the images there was no flap, and I thought, oh, wait a minute, they're trying to sell us stuff he does using like renders or whatever, and this isn't the actual figure. But then I saw a video where the flap was gone, and apparently I thought it slides down. It's apparently, what I heard was it's like a magnetized piece that you can just remove. So he doesn't have to have the flap. And also the cans on the sides of his legs, you have to manually hinge down. So there are a couple elements of non-auto converting, but the fact that this is something I've always wanted my whole life, you know, it sold me on it, so I pre-ordered it. You know, and people were, it caused a lot of controversy. You know, who wouldn't want this? But the problem is the price. So people immediately, there was just a frenzy in all the pages trying to shit on it, people defending it, and as that's happening, the pre-orders dried up, And then you could tell a lot of people regretted the fact that they didn't just get it. You know, it's like, I guess if I was determined not to get it, I would probably be shitting on it too for all of its flaws. And but I know once those pre-orders closed, I would have felt the pang of regret. You know, but then pre-orders opened up again, and then you know, like RoboSend has pre-orders on their website that sold out quickly. But it's $800, $799, and then you've had other e-tailers for like $1,200, and already it's gone on it's on eBay for thousands of dollars. So if you want to, like, you could have literally just pre-ordered it without paying a penny, and then flipped your pre-order and doubled your money, because immediately it was being listed for at least $1,400 on eBay. Immediately. So just by clicking pre-order, you made fucking $700. You know? But I really dig it. What sold me was when he's standing there breathing. It was the subtlety there. And even though the feet are big and, you know, something about his aesthetics here and there are a little off, when he's moving, I really dug it. You know? So I'm in on it. I don't think it's going to last long. How long do these servos last?
Good question.
You know, how long is the battery going to last? You know, they were going to go with one battery, and now they changed it. They're going with 2 batteries. You know, I didn't like a lot of the things I didn't like. I found out weren't an issue, like the flap. You know, you can remove it. Also, you have to tell them to convert, which I'm like, oh, come on. But it turns out you can also tell them to transform. You know, so I'm excited to get it, but it's a question of should just be left in the box forever, not ever turned on. Stand them up, but just have them transform and then shut them off. You know, preserve those servos. I mean, they will break. Hasbro's not gonna fix your shit like a third-party company.
Hey, what washing machine do you have?
It's a Samsung.
I have the dryer that goes with that washing machine.
Me too. I got the dryer too. It's playing its music at me.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Whatever happened to the good old buzz?
So Greg, going back to this transforming Optimus Prime. I don't know. Do you remember that? I feel like this particular character, someone, and it might have been, I don't know, maybe it was RoboSend themselves, but like the exact transformation of this Optimus I've seen somewhere like years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's my favorite part about this whole thing. So, yeah, a few years ago, there were some videos that started popping up on social media and like, you know, news sites, a whole bunch of quotes in there with news sites. We're sharing it. And yeah, this company had made this for the most part. And then all of a sudden, it was either something different, like it was a blue, like something, and then all of a sudden it was this design, or vice versa. Like the first thing you saw was this design, then all of a sudden it was like this completely blue, like different looking thing. And it's like, oh, where'd the Optimus Prime looking thing go? And then the Facebook scam ads started stealing from the videos on social media of the actual thing and using it as an advertisement on Facebook. And they're like $29.99 pre-order now. You know, and it would be this video, but it would be like Chinese music over it or whatever. Like when I say Chinese music, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like Chinese restaurant, like that, you know, that stereotypical.
No, we don't know, Greg. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, anyway. And then people never got their product, or they got like something completely fucking different from China. People were upset. It was a whole big deal, whatever. And then it was kind of quiet. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like a year later, this fucking thing comes up. And I guess that's where the Optimus Prime, I guess that's where it disappeared to the first time. And I guess the company changed the name, possibly, or something. Because I seem to remember it being something different than Robertson, but anyway,
Wild
yes.
is they're based in California. Isn't that wild?
Oh, are they? Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Isn't that crazy? I thought, we saw these videos for this Prime a couple years ago. He is different because I've looked at them recently. There are differences, like they've improved on the mold itself. Like the wheels used to be on the arms instead of his hips. I'm not sure what else, but the transformation is from like an earlier model. It almost looks like a Cybertronian Ironhide or something, but it's a totally different name, no association with Transformers. And it's like, it walks the same, it turns the same, it does like a lot of the same motions and stuff. It's not like they innovated that for this. I think they had that developed, and then they did the Prime, and that was a couple years ago. And then it disappeared, like you said. And now just Prime's all over Facebook, all these scam ads. But they also did a Hound and a Scrapper. The Scrapper looks good. The Hound looks like shit. I hope they never release that Hound. It looks like a knockoff special from you bought at the fair for 99 cents. I wouldn't.
Oh, well, I remember the Scrapper. Oh, yeah. I forgot all about the Scrapper until now.
Yeah, he looks good.
Don't remember Scrapper. But yeah. So now this is like an official product. Right? Hasbro like licensed it or whatever and slapped some paint, made it official, and it's $700. So it sells out. It's whatever. And it's like, but people seem to forget, like, all of a sudden, like it was this brand new thing. Like, no one, I thought it was so obvious. I was like, maybe I'm missing it. That, like, maybe it's so obvious that it's the same thing that no one's even pointing it out. Like, I've already missed the meme. I've already missed the people, constantly pointing out this is that thing. And they're not even talking about it anymore. That's how behind I am. But no, like no one seemed to remember it at all. And
I think it was pretty obscure. Like I think mainstream people wouldn't have even seen that original thing.
Yeah, but even I'm talking about like internet. But anyway, like attention spans and whatever. But the best part for me is that came up and then sold out. And then the same scam people took the Hasbro presentation and official videos and made scam listing videos for $29.99 or whatever out of that.
Yeah, like and sale price, right? Retail $79.99.
Yeah, so while this is going like on the heels of the official pre-order selling out, then the Robeson one pops up, and people are just so like, it was more, because I guess that was
Robeson's 800, right?
Yeah, that was the deal. They're the company, and everybody's like, it's fucking scalpers. And then like,
I pre-ordered mine for $39.99.
Well, they're like, what? They're scalping the pre-orders. I thought this was supposed to be limited, blah blah blah. And then that sold out
twice.
And then the scammers started taking the Robeson pre-order stuff and making scams, and so they're starting to overlap with the Hasbro ones. And then people are jumping on those and saying one's fake, the other one's real. And like, there's this whole other like argument going on, and it's just become like, I don't know. There's so many layers to
every
this thing
ad,
already.
every one of those ads I'm reporting as a scam that I see.
Why?
You're right. Why should I?
I mean, why?
Let them live their life.
What I find interesting is about this whole Robosin Prime thing is like, you know, Hasbro had that like we want to collaborate with people, blah blah blah, but like they never wanted to give out the ability for the figure to transform. You know, like that was always they're like no. Like when they did like reached out with like Shapeways designers and things like that, like you can do it. You know, you can get these creative licenses, but they can't transform. And then that's been like why we've seen like these Super 7s and all these like weird things. And then it's like weird that they've come out with now like, okay, you can have a transform and it's going to be this $800 Optimus Prime. It's like, well, why don't you kind of legitimize what's out there, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So.
Well, you see, Justin, this converts.
Right.
It doesn't transform.
It doesn't. It converts. Now, if you wanted to play that it transforms, you could, but they're not directly promoting that. But it converts.
It converts. So he's a
transforming is manipulating it yourself.
It's true.
From one form to another. This converts. It auto converts.
Thank you, Greg.
So, I think Robert. Does that sound?
Yeah, I think that's how they justified it to themselves.
Does that sound plausible?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's their justification. They're like, well, this auto converts. Yeah, exactly it.
Not a
like,
transformer. This is a automatic converter. Yeah, I like it. I see.
It's a Transformers convert robot life form crossover.
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Some may call it a select converter.
That's Rodimus Prime.
But, I wonder, so there were questions posed to them on their Facebook page. Are you going to issue more? Is this a limited run? And what they said, the sum and substance of what they said was basically, once this is done, they're not going to do it again. They're going to move on to other things. So, I mean, hopefully we get a scrapper. They already have it. I hope they do not release that hound. Have you guys seen it?
Nope.
Mm.
Let me send it to you. It's right here. It's about YouTube. Robosen.
I remember.
I think this is it. This is definitely Scrapper. I'll share this to you. This has the Prime. I just sent it to you guys. Yeah, there's the hound. Oh, he looks like shit.
Is it in this video, the link you sent?
Yeah, go to 26 seconds in, this hound. Oh, he's such shit. Oh my god, he's garbage. He walks like he's in physical therapy. They all do, but I mean, he's crap. It's just like, he's the worst. And he's using Jazz's voice. He's like, Ironhide, blah, 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 transform. But then later on, you get Scrapper. Go to 113. I mean, this thing is cool. This fucking scoop goes up and down. The transformation's cool. It's pretty simple. But that's Scrapper. It looks like Scrapper. And he walks with an attitude.
It looks like the Gravity Builder.
Yeah, and he walks with an attitude. The head goes down into the chest cavity. That looks cool. That Scrapper looks great. But I mean, they could do Soundwave. They could. I don't know how they do it. They'd have to do a Megatron tank. They can't do guns because what's it gonna just flop over onto the table? Like, I don't care that it's a gun. It's just that, I don't see how he's going to transform back and forth for you. But yeah, I mean their own original stuff was like in the 300s, 250 to 450. So considering that now they're the Prime, I mean seeing them jump up to 700, it's not too crazy given that they have Peter Cullen's voice in the Prime, and it's Prime and it's officially licensed. I can see it,
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I hope that hound never sees the light of day.
No, that hound's awful.
So what if this thing was $300? You wouldn't have gotten it?
No, probably not.
Wow.
See, this is the type of thing, like, this is a toy that, like, it's cool, but it's, like, the same thing as, like, when I was a kid and your parents got you, like, one of those toys that had just, like, an action feature, and, like, it's, like, that's what it does, and it's, like, okay, it's cool. Like, you mess with it for a little while, and then you're like, okay, I'm good. Like, somewhere I've got, like, there was a... Greg, do you remember 2007? There was like that huge ass Bumblebee, and it like moved around and like shot its like its blaster and stuff like that, and it was like, yeah, it was like, and I think I got one of those at one point. I was like, it's cool. I'm like, and after I've seen it do its thing like once or twice, I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna look at this again,
But it's like an RC car as well. It turns and everything. Like you can control
fine,
it,
but
drive
like,
around.
Is a $700, Optimus Prime, are you really going to be driving it around all over the place? No, probably not.
Smashing into things. See, I wish it came with the trailer, and that it transformed like in the cartoon. So like the trailer shot away behind it, and like crashed into your wall.
And thus ended your Optimus Prime.
So before we go, I think the last item of note would be the Galvatron. No. About Rodimus? You guys like? We've seen the Rodimus, haven't we?
Okay, so let's talk Rodimus real quick. His face is stupid. I don't know who looked at Rodimus and was like, yes, let's give him sunken in eyes and a pushed out. Like it looks like a ape put on Rodimus's helmet. I'm like, that is not what he looked like in the cartoon.
That's not a jaw. That's his whole muzzle.
Yes, exactly.
It's almost as if he had an extremely protruding face and someone smacked him in the face with a frying pan.
Yeah, so I don't like it. Yeah, sorry. And the fact, and honestly, like when you see him in alt mode and you're like, oh, he's got a hot rod mode too. It's like, why does every Rodimus have to have the hot rod mode built in? Like it's stupid. Like, it makes the trailer look stupid. Like, he extends way too far out of his trailer. Just make an actual, like, I should be, like, G1, you can pull Rodimus out of the fucking trailer and, like, he doesn't look like a truck. Like, I'm okay with that. Do that with a modern Rodimus, I don't know. So.
Just like DX9 did, huh?
Yeah, I was okay when Fans Project or whatever made the trailer for Hot Rod to turn him into Rodimus. Like, that was okay, but this is just dumb anymore.
So the robot is just the Rodimus portion, I see, and then he's got his base.
Exactly. And once again,
wasn't there
Hot Rod? So.
Is there a Hot Rod mode?
Yeah, you can see the tires.
No, but I mean in bot mode, no, right?
No. Oh yeah, no. He turns into the car, which you can see on picture 62. There's the whole hot rod car, and it looks like shit too. And yeah, he just has a Rodimus Prime mode. So.
No, I remember seeing a frame from the cartoon where he actually separated from his trailer. Remember that?
I do not.
Yeah, somewhere I've seen. Greg, you've seen that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's happened, but I don't remember it. So.
Yeah, they should just stop it. They already did Hot Rod.
Yeah, I mean, you've done this exact thing. Like, I mean, granted, you're redoing it. It's not the same exact toy, but like you've just recently, in like your most recent line, made a hot rod that combines with trailer to be quote unquote Rodimus. Like, Come on, just like make a dedicated Rodimus, because nobody does that. So.
Except the X9.
Well, yeah, and then the X9 one works great, but I want to see one where Rodimus has a trailer and you make a dedicated Rodimus out of the front of the trailer.
I see.
You know, like, yeah.
So what about this Galvatron?
Oh yeah, there is that thing where he ejects from his trailer and he kind of has the hot roddy mode going on. Interesting. I forgot all about that, but I don't want that. So.
Yeah. Then again, there were 20 Skywarps standing with 50 reflectors.
Yeah.
Somebody decided to do it once, you know. Oh God. So what is this? Galvatron shoots with a. Is that the key to Vector Sigma gun? What is that? What's he shooting with? Is he shooting with a spaceship? Oh God.
Looks like it.
People are loving this thing, huh?
He's a mini masterpiece, Robert.
That's what I hear. These are all mini masterpieces.
Mm-hmm.
Open and play. They got officially licensed.
I'm not really sure what he's got on his chest there, but someone was kissing Unicron's ass or something.
What do you mean?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Where? Where are you looking at his chest? What are you talking about? The Matrix?
Nope.
Are you talking about those little grayish white?
Yeah. The quote unquote wear marks.
Yeah, that's called Cosmic Lust.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Cosmic Lust. I like it.
I love, what photo is that? Here, look at photo 71. His head turned. He's got his serial numbers right on his head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people always point that out, and it's like, way to drop the ball, Hasbro. They forgot to take it off. Wait till you get the figure, and it's got a number on its face.
Oh man, that chain looks terrible. It's such a teeny Matrix, and like he's got like a dock chain. Bringing the Titanic on that thing, it's like he's way overcompensating for his Matrix with that chain.
Mm-hmm.
Either of you guys, you getting this?
Nope.
Oh no.
Hey, but he can hang the chain off of his alt mode. It won't look realistic, but you can do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Beast Wars Scorponok looks cool.
It looks better than the Transform Element one.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm kind of a sucker for that clear cannon, but not on like fans' toys. Like I want like a toy feature on an appropriately toy feeling toy. Does that make sense?
Right. Yep.
That's why I never use those on. Like I want a clear cannon with sparkles, but I want it to make sense.
Yeah.
Like I want a G1 Galvatron toy made by Fans Hobby. Something that's just gonna be blocky and you know.
Oh, and at the end you've got your Beetlejuice Bone Master.
Yep.
The face of that thing, that looks like what the parents do to the faces during Beetlejuice.
It does.
Oh crap!
That's what,
I didn't see a combined mode, Greg.
That's what hedgehog faces look like, Robert.
Yikes! There's no combined mode. We didn't see a combined mode.
Oh yeah, there's one. There's something they showed. Hold on. Let me find it. What do they call fossilizers?
Fossilizers. What if we get flagged by Samsung?
We probably will.
Samsung's washer dryer flagged us for copyright infringement.
Mm-hmm.
There's no combined mode.
I swear.
You might have mistook the bony Triceratops for a combined mode.
No. I swear it was a thing. I didn't make it. I know I didn't make it up. What a weird thing to fucking imagine.
Maybe you dreamt it.
No.
Well, anyway, on that note, we've got to call this a show.
It's a show.
It's a show. Maybe next time we'll do some listener questions.
Maybe.
Not. Maybe not.
I'm calling this episode "Don't Sue Us, Samsung."
Don't sue us, Samsung. All right, everybody. Have a good night and shut the fuck up.
Good night.